up beneath my breathing, a restless beat that won't stay quiet anymore. Every doubt I carried starts to tremble, like it knows its time is done. I'm stepping into a world that won't wait, and neither will I. Around my shoulders, tracing the outlines of every fear I learned to obey. But limits crack the moment you lean against them, and I begin to push in ways I never dared before. The walls I thought were permanent shifted when I stopped standing still. Every forward step, every stubborn breath shaped a version of me I wasn't brave enough to imagine. Now the pressure feels different, not heavy but electric, like the world is daring me to take one more impossible step. Break what you hold, tear the chains from your motion. Break what you hold, let your fire split the moment. Break what you hold, push the line till it opens. Break what you hold, break what you hold. You rise when the fear gets broken. I stood in places where the ground felt fragile, where one wrong move could send me falling again. The strength is built inside the trembling, in the seconds when you move anyway. I stopped waiting for certainty to guide me, I let momentum ride its own direction. Every risk turned into a lesson, every setback carved a sharper edge. Now the echo of who I used to be fades behind the sound of footsteps moving forward. If the doubt tries to rise again, I'll meet it with fire. I've learned that power comes alive the moment you refuse to retreat. Break what you hold, let the weight stop controlling. Break what you hold, watch your courage unfolding. Break what you hold, feel the fear lose its focus. Break what you hold, break what you hold. This is how your limits open. Push through the crack, that's where the light comes in. Run toward the edge, it's where becoming begins. Every rule you thought was written in stone shatters when you press against it. Every can't you believe for years loses its shape the moment you rise. Nothing holds you, not anymore, not anymore. Break what you hold, let your heartbeat roar through it. Break what you hold, don't wait for someone to prove it. Break what you hold, every step builds a new myth. Break what you hold, break what you hold. The future moves when you do, tear the shadows apart with motion. Break what you hold, ignite your quiet devotion. Break what you hold, turn resistance into motion. Break what you hold, break what you hold. You were always meant to push through, so here I stand. Not finished, not flawless, but unafraid to rise again. Every breath I take from here rewrites the story I once lived inside. I don't follow the limits anymore, I undo them. One spark, one stride, one choice at a time, and everything that used to hold me breaks. Breaks. There's a tension in the morning air, the kind that tells me change is near. A quiet pulse beneath my ribs whispers you're stronger than you fear. No lightning, no roar, just a steady call inside. Stop, move, try. Stood at the edge of my own hesitation, watching possibility drift like clouds overhead. I waited for confidence to shake the ground, for courage to shout my name, but courage came softly instead. It arrived as a single breath, telling me the truth I kept ignoring. There's no perfect moment waiting out there, only this one, the one I choose to step into. And every boundary I once believed in feels thinner now, like it only lived in my mind. Maybe the walls were never walls, maybe they were just reminders that I'm meant to climb. So just do it, take the step, don't wait for flawless. Just do it, feel your heartbeat push you onward. Just do it, every try becomes a doorway. Move through the doubt, rise anyway. Just do it, just do it. This is how your limits break. I've learned that progress rarely announces itself. It grows in the unnoticed hours, in the moments I almost quit, but decided to stay a little longer. Strength doesn't always feel like victory. Sometimes it feels like simply showing up when nothing seems to change. But each time I refuse to step backward, the line I thought was my limit shifted further away. What used to scare me now looks smaller from here. Maybe greatness isn't loud or sudden, maybe it's steady footsteps taken on days when motivation is thin. And with each step the world expands just enough to prove I belong in the fight. So just do it, trust the strength you're slowly learning. Just do it, feel the fire quietly turning. Just do it, every fear begins to loosen. Lean into the road, keep choosing. Just do it, just do it. You're already on your way. If the path widens and you feel too small, remember limits aren't stone, they're stories we outgrow. Every time you try again, you rewrite what you thought was possible. You don't need perfection to be powerful. You need willingness, and willingness is enough to turn a trembling breath into momentum. Just do it, take the leap you feared for ages. Just do it, step beyond the lines you made. Just do it, feel your spirit breaking open, healing as it rises through the moment. Just do it, just do it. The world shifts when you decide. Let the road unfold before you. Just do it, let your own belief restore you. Just do it, every try becomes your triumph. You're the force that makes the horizon widen. No need to wait for a sign, you are the sign. And as long as you move, even gently, even slowly, you're already breaking through more than you realize. One choice, one breath, one moment at a time. Just do it and watch your life expand. Right before the storm, I hear a promise in my chest, a voice that rises through the dark, whispering this is not your end. Shadows try to pull me back, but I'm no longer built to bend. Tonight the fire wakes again, and I rise relentless. I've walked through nights that felt like they would never let me go, carrying a weight so heavy it kept sinking through my bones. Every doubt, every scar tried to carve me into stone, but I learned to breathe inside the pressure, learned to stand alone. The world can be a battlefield where every step feels cold and wild, but somewhere in the noise I found the strength inside the silence. Even when the ground was shaking underneath my fragile pride, I held onto the faintest spark enough to keep defying. And maybe hope is not a lightning strike, but a steady flame refusing to die. Every heartbeat pushes back the night, and I'm done asking for permission to rise. I'm breaking through the limits built from fear and memory, turning all the ashes of my past into my armor seam. No more waiting for a miracle, I'll become the one I need. Every breath ignites a promise, I was born to fight and breathe. When the world keeps telling me it's impossible, I answer, watch me rewrite gravity. Tonight I rise unshaken, this is my breakthrough, my destiny. I've seen doors close in my face, watch the future fall apart, but every ending shaped a strength that lived unnoticed in my heart. Hope isn't something given, it's something built in the dark. When your hands are trembling, yet you lift them up and start. Sometimes the bravest thing is simply choosing to stand still, letting the storm pass through you without breaking your will. And when the pain tries to convince you that you'll never heal, you gather the shattered pieces and learn what power truly feels like. I'm just shrinking just to fit their lines, done letting doubt rewrite my spine. I step forward even when the path is blind, because every fall taught me how to climb. I'm breaking through the limits built from fear and memory, turning all the ashes of my past into my armor seam. No more waiting for a miracle, I'll become the one I need. Every breath ignites a promise, I was born to fight and breathe. When the world keeps telling me it's impossible, I answer, watch me rewrite gravity. Tonight I rise unshaken, this is my breakthrough, my destiny. There were nights I doubted everything, nights I couldn't see the sky, but the smallest spark kept calling me, a quiet truth I couldn't deny, that even broken wings remember how to fly. And every scar is proof of how hard I tried. Now the walls once towering over me are trembling from my stride. Hope was never far away, it was burning on the inside. Rise again, stronger than the moments that tried to take you. Stand again, braver than the storms that tried to break you. Breathe again, deeper than the doubts that used to cage you. Live again, live like the world can no longer shake you. I'm breaking through the limits built from fear and memory, shaping every battle scar into a future meant for me. I am done apologizing for the fire I set free, done hiding from the light that keeps evolving endlessly. No more chains, no more silence, this is who I'm meant to be. If the world keeps pulling downward, I rise beyond its reach. Tonight I walk through every shadow and turn them into wings. This is my breakthrough, my legacy. My legacy. So when darkness gathers in your chest and you forget what hope can be, remember even quiet hearts can echo loud with destiny. Every step you take becomes a vow, a promise whispered to your dreams. I will rise, I will endure, I will become more than what tried to stop me. And when the sun climbs back into the sky, you'll see you were breaking through the whole time. There's a tremor underneath my skin, a quiet surge that won't retreat. Something ancient wakes within me, steady as a rising tide. The world is heavy, but I can feel the pressure shifting, like the air itself is telling me you're not done, not yet. Stumble through corridors where every echo sounded like defeat, where hopes were fragile threads unraveling in my hands. But every time the darkness whispered that I'd reach my final step, a stubborn spark inside refused to let the night command. I've carried fears like anchors dragging deep beneath the waves, but even in the depths I found a rhythm in the silence. Every breath I fought for carved a new direction in my chest, a roadmap built from perseverance, not from guidance. And I've learned that courage isn't loud, it's the pulse beneath the doubt. It grows each time you stand your ground, even when you're burning out. I'm climbing past the lines the world once drew around my name, breaking through horizons I was told I'd never face, turning every fracture into power, forging beauty out of pain. I refuse to sink beneath the weight of yesterday. I rise through every warning, every whisper saying don't. I'm not defined by limits, I am shaped by how I grow. There were nights the sky felt hollow, stretching wide without a star, when the future seemed like smoke dissolving in the wind. But even then my heartbeat kept insisting there was more, a quiet promise carved in bone that I was built to begin again. I've learned the storms don't come to end you, sometimes they come to teach your spine to bend, not break. And when the ground collapses under every plan you try to make, strength becomes the art of rising for your own sake. No longer bracing for permission, no longer shrinking from the climb. This fire in me doesn't ask permission, it simply burns alive. I'm climbing past the lines the world once drew around my name, I'm breaking through horizons I was told I'd never face, turning every fracture into power, forging beauty out of pain. I refuse to sink beneath the weight of yesterday. I rise through every warning, every whisper saying don't. I'm not defined by limits, I am shaped by how I grow. I've walked through storms with nothing left to offer but my breath, but breath was enough to keep me moving. I've stood inside the ruins of who I was and still felt the future pushing outward from the wreckage. Even when the path collapsed beneath my feet, hope carved a staircase from the debris. And every time I thought I reached my edge, the horizon shifted, daring me to chase it. Rise beyond the fractures, rise beyond the fear, rise beyond the shadows that kept your vision unclear. Rise until the quiet truth becomes the roar you hear. You were never meant to settle here. I'm ascending through the limits that once tethered me in place. outrunning every echo of the doubts I used to chase. What tried to break my spirit now becomes my saving grace. A monument to everything I've learned from every phase. If gravity tries pulling harder, I'll push harder than before. I wasn't built to stay the same, I was made to become more. And when the last wall falls before me, I'll walk through with steady breath. Because becoming who I'm meant to be means rising past what's left. So if the night grows heavy and your pulse begins to fade, remember, power isn't born in comfort, it's forged in the moments you refuse to break. Stand tall inside the tension, let your heartbeat mark the way. Each step forward is a declaration. I will outgrow every limit that ever tried to hold me in place. And when dawn touches your face, you'll know you became the horizon you once chased. Some days begin with quiet trembling, as if the world holds its breath beside me. Yet even in the stillness, something gentle stirs, a reminder that every morning carries a chance to start again. I've walked through seasons where everything felt distant, where dreams sat faintly on the horizon, barely alive. But time is a way of softening the edges of fear, of showing that small steps are still steps forward. I learned that hope doesn't arrive in thunder or fire. Sometimes it comes disguised as a soft moment of clarity, a quiet thought that says, what if you tried one more time? And that alone could turn a burden into a beginning. And though the road ahead is wide and unknown, I can feel a calm persistence growing, slow but real. Maybe strength isn't force, maybe it's choosing to keep believing. So I'll keep moving where life begins, following the warmth that gently pulls me in. Even when clouds gather overhead, I remember that the sky is bigger than the storm. Every step becomes a small renewal, every breath a quiet promise to continue. I may not know the ending yet, but I know I'm learning how to rise. There were moments I mistook silence for failure, thinking that stillness meant I had fallen behind. But I've come to understand that growth blooms slowly, often hidden beneath the surface until the time is right. All the days I thought were wasted were shaping roots I couldn't see, teaching me patience, teaching me gentleness, teaching me that healing isn't measured in speed. And when doubt tries to pull me backward, I remind myself even the smallest progress is real. There's no need to outrun the world, there's only the need to keep going. And the more I listen to my heartbeat, the more I trust where it's leading. So I'll keep moving where life begins, following the warmth that gently pulls me in. Even when clouds gather overhead, I remember that the sky is bigger than the storm. its own rhythm. Even when shadows stretch long and thin, I'll remember they move as the earth turns. Each day I gather a little more courage. Each day I carry a little less fear. I don't have every answer, but I have enough to continue. And that's where rising truly starts. When tomorrow comes, I'll greet it gently, knowing I've survived every yesterday. And with that truth resting in my hands, I'll step forward once more. Not perfectly, not quickly, but faithfully. Because somewhere ahead, quietly waiting, is the person I'm becoming. There's a gentle shift in the air today, the kind you only notice when you pause long enough to breathe. It feels like the world is handing me a softer beginning, a small reminder that change doesn't need to arrive loudly to be real. I've lived through moments when my confidence felt thin, like paper stretched across a storm. Times when I kept moving simply because stopping would have meant facing everything I wasn't ready to see. But even on those uncertain days, something inside refused to fully dim. A faint pulse of possibility, quiet but steady enough to guide me forward. I learned that healing moves at its own rhythm, sometimes slow, sometimes subtle, but always in motion even when I can't feel it. And with every hour that passed, I found more space to understand myself in ways I never had before. Hope doesn't always shine, sometimes it hums beneath the noise. But if you listen closely, it tells you where to place your next step. Live the day, let it rise inside you. Carry the light even when it hides behind you. Live the day, feel the colors guide you. One small breath is enough to move you. Live the day, live the day. You're already on your way. There were seasons when I missed a quiet for defeat, believing that slow progress meant I wasn't growing at all. But growth often blooms beneath the surface when no one can see the work it takes to form new roots. It took time to accept that rest isn't weakness, it's a way of gathering strength for what comes next. Some days I reach forward with certainty, other days I reach simply because I refuse to stay still. Either way, every small stretch toward the future became part of my becoming. And now when doubt rises, I meet it with a gentle reminder I made it through every moment I once thought I wouldn't survive. Maybe the journey isn't about speed, but about aligning with the pace meant for me. And the more I soften into that truth, the more clearly I can see the road ahead. Live the day, let it rise inside you. Carry the light even when it hides behind you. Live the day, feel the colors guide you. Step by step the world realigns for you. Live the day, live the day. You're learning how to grow when life feels too high to understand. I'll remind myself that I'm not required to solve it all at once. Some truths only reveal themselves after enough time has passed to understand their shape. I've learned to honor the pauses, the slowing down, the quiet evenings, the moments I used to call falling behind. They were never failures, they were invitations to breathe deeper, to reconnect with the parts of me I'd forgotten to listen to. And when I look back now, I see how every fragile moment carried its own kind of strength. Live the day, let it rise inside meant to rise. So I walk forward with gentle certainty, knowing that progress doesn't need applause to matter. And as long as I keep choosing the next small step, I'll keep finding new pieces of hope in places I once overlooked. I may not know exactly who I'm becoming, but I can feel the shape of it growing within me. And that alone is enough to keep rising in quiet colors toward whatever waits beyond today. There's a pulse rising under the surface of my quiet thought, a steady vibration that keeps reminding me that every barrier I've known was never as solid as it seemed. I've carried doubts like stones in my pockets, dragging them from chapter to chapter, thinking they were part of me. But today the air feels different, sharpened by possibility, stretched wide with becoming, and somewhere deep inside a voice grows clearer. No limits, only progress. Stepped into days where confidence felt like a stranger, where I had to rebuild my strength from whatever fragments remained. Some mornings I rose with certainty, others I rose only because staying down didn't feel like an option anymore. But through all of it, the quiet victories, the hidden stumbles, I learned that movement itself is a kind of freedom. Each small push forward chipped away at the walls I once thought were permanent. Fear tried to negotiate my future, offering me smaller dreams, safer paths, but something in me kept refusing to shrink, insisting on expanding even when I felt immovable. I began to see that limits weren't iron gates, they were outlines waiting to be redrawn. And the moment I realized that boundaries were handmade, I stopped treating them like destiny. Every breath became a new chance to build the person I kept postponing. No limit, only progress, only motion through resistance. No limit, only courage rising quiet but persistent. No limit, every struggle carving strength into our vision. No limits, no limits. I'm becoming who I'm meant to be by breaking what tried to hold me. Only progress, every step is proof I'm living. I've stood at thresholds, trembling with uncertainty, wondering if the next step would shatter me or shape me into something stronger. But growth rarely feels heroic in the moment. Most days it feels like choosing not to disappear. It's holding steady while the world asks if you're sure you belong here. It's looking at the pieces of your past without letting them dictate the shape of your future. And while the storms came, while the ground shifted beneath plans I'd built too quickly, I kept moving, slow, uneven, imperfect, yet undeniably forward. Progress doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers in the dark, asking only that you listen long enough to believe in your own unfolding. And with time, the mountains that towered over me started to look less like obstacles and more like invitations. Every moment I refused to retreat was a moment that rewrote who I was becoming. And somewhere along the climb I realized I wasn't chasing strength, I was building it. Only progress, only movement in the making. Only pressure turning fear into awakening. Every setback pulling wisdom from the breaking. No limits, no limits. The world expands each time I rise instead of hesitating. Only progress, this becoming is breathtaking. There were nights I questioned everything, nights where hope flickered like a fragile flame. But even then, the smallest spark was enough to guide me through the dark. Strength doesn't come from having the answers, it comes from stepping forward without them, from trusting that each breath earned in the struggle is evidence of a life refusing to fade. I've learned to honor the climb, to respect the tension that shapes my resilience. What once felt like breaking now feels like rebuilding. What once felt impossible now feels inevitable because Push the line beyond its meaning. No limit. Feel your heartbeat take the leading. No limit. Every failure holds a seed in something rising, something breathing. No limits. Only progress, only motion toward becoming. No limits. Only truth beneath the running. No limits. Every fear dissolves from something. No limits. No limit. The horizon lifts when I choose to meet it. Only progress, every step rewrites my limit. No limits. Only courage, only strength earned through the rising. No limits. No limits. So I move not perfectly, not fearlessly, but without surrender. And each small motion pulls me closer to the person I once doubted I could be. The world may shift, the path may bend, but as long as I keep stepping forward, my story will keep unfolding. No limits, only progress. And I rise into tomorrow with that truth in my hands. Woo! There's a fire humming low beneath my ribs tonight. A warning shot to every excuse I've ever made. I feel the air tight and sharp impulse, like the universe is calling my bluff, daring me to rise higher than the limits I've learned to protect. And something in me answers back, not with fear, but with hunger. I used to negotiate with my own hesitation, letting comfort talk me out of dreams I was too scared to chase in daylight. I told myself I needed the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect confidence before I could move. But perfection is a story excuses tell, to keep you standing still. Every delay, every doubt, every maybe later became chains I forged myself. And the day I finally took a step, a real step, a step that shook the ground under my fear, I learned the brutal truth. Strength only grows when you stop running from the parts of you that need a change. And the moment I saw my excuses as obstacles, not protections, everything shifted. The cage wasn't locked, I had just forgotten I could break it. Be stronger than your excuses, hear them out by the root. Be stronger than your excuses, let your fire speak the truth. Be stronger than your excuses, feel the doubt fall off of you. Stronger, stronger, stronger than your excuses, this is where your breakthrough blooms. There were mornings I woke up exhausted by my own reasons, heavy with explanations for why I couldn't rise, why I couldn't push, why I couldn't become more than what I've been. But excuses are clever, they sound like safety, like logic, like caution. They pretend to protect you while quietly stealing your potential. And when I finally paused long enough to hear the difference between fear and truth, I realized my progress wasn't missing, it was waiting, waiting for me to choose discomfort over repetition, waiting for me to want growth more than I wanted reassurance, waiting for me to step into the version of myself I kept postponing. So I stopped feeding the reasons that held me back and started feeding the fire that called me forward. And every time I moved, despite my fear, my strength rewrote itself. Be stronger than your excuses, break the limits they create. Be stronger than your excuses, let ambition detonate. Be stronger than your excuses, watch your hesitation fade. Stronger, stronger, stronger than your excuses, this is how your future's made. When the path rises steep and the air gets thin, that's when excuses scream the loudest. They tell you to turn around, to wait, to rest, to quit. But strength doesn't come from silence, it comes from answering back, from saying not this time, from choosing to climb anyway. Every excuse cracks a little when you take one more step. Every limit trembles when you breathe through the pressure. Every fear falters when you move with intention. Your excuses may know your history, but they don't dictate your destiny, not unless you let them. Be stronger than your excuses, let your heartbeat be the proof. Be stronger than your excuses, rise beyond your former truth. Be stronger than your excuses, push till every ridge comes loose. Stronger, stronger, stronger than your excuses, this is where your power moves. Be stronger than your excuses, step inside the flame you feel. Be stronger than your excuses, feel your purpose drawing near. changes when you choose. So I stand here, not flawless, not fearless, but unwilling to surrender to the reasons I used to hide behind. My past may know my habits, but my future knows my hunger. And as long as I keep pushing, keep breathing, keep moving, excuses will break before I do. Because this is my truth, my rise, my rebuilt strength. Be stronger than your excuses, and everything else falls in line. There's a tension in the air tonight, the kind that wakes you before the sun and whispers you're capable of more. Every heartbeat feels like a countdown, pushing you toward the version of yourself you've been too afraid to meet. And as the world holds its breath, something inside you answers, go the extra mile. Not for praise, not for approval, but because you know you were built for distances most people never dare to run. I've walked through mornings where motivation felt thin, where my body moved slower than my dreams and my doubt moved faster than my courage. But progress doesn't care about comfort, it cares about effort. It cares about every second you choose to show up, even when you'd rather hide. I learned that the extra mile isn't a physical place, it's a decision one you make when the easy path tries to seduce you back into the ordinary. It's the breath you take after you think you've run out of breath. It's the step forward when standing still feels safer. And every time I push into that unknown space, I felt pieces of the old me fall away like shedding weights I never needed to carry. The line between giving up and rising up is thinner than it seems, and crossing it changes everything. Go the extra mile where doubt can't follow. Go the extra mile, let strength be borrowed from every fear you've ever swallowed. Go the extra mile, go the extra mile. That's where the brave evolve. Break every boundary. Go the extra mile, rewrite your gravity. Go the extra mile, step into who you're meant to be. Go the extra mile, go the extra mile. Your limit dissolves when you choose to go beyond it. There were nights when my ambition felt like a burden, when the weight of my expectations pressed harder than the world around me. But pressure isn't the enemy, stagnation is. The more I leaned into the struggle, the more I felt my strength shape itself from the friction. People talk about potential like it's a gift, but potential is work. Sweat on lonely mornings and discipline on disappointing nights is pushing past the line you once believed was your ceiling, and somewhere beyond that line I found a version of myself I never expected to meet. Not because I was fearless, but because I kept moving despite the fear. Every step past your comfort zone is a step towards your purpose. Every hesitation you overcome becomes the voice that tells you keep going. Go the extra mile. Feel the fire in your stride. Leave your former self behind. Watch excuses melt with time. Go the extra mile. This is where your legends rise. As the line until it bends. Start again and again. This is where your limits end. Go the extra. Breakthrough begins where comfort ends. When your legs shake, when your breath burns, when the world feels heavier than you remembered, that's your moment, that's the exact second most people stop, but not you. Because you've tasted the horizon, On the other side of exhaustion, you know that persistence becomes power when you refuse to turn around. So tighten your fist, steady your breath, and lean into the pressure. The finish line isn't a destination, it's a transformation. Go the extra mile where the ordinary can reach. Hear your spirit start to speak. Feel your strength beneath the heat. And this is the victory you grow, not receive. Run past every doubt you've known. Claim the fire as your own. The world shit for those who choose to run. So here I stand, not finished, not flawless, but unwilling to settle. Every mile behind me has shaped the strength within me, and every mile ahead waits for the version of me I've yet to build. And as long as I keep moving, one breath, one stride, one choice at a time, I know exactly where I'm headed, past the limits I once believed were mine. Go the extra mile. Go the extra mile. And watch your whole world widen.
There's a quiet tension underneath the morning sky, the kind that reminds you of everything you've survived and everything you still have left to build. The world feels wide and unfinished, as if it's waiting for a version of you that hasn't arrived yet, but is already on the way. And somewhere between the silence and your heartbeat, a truth rises through the shadows. You're stronger every day, not suddenly, not perfectly, but undeniably. I've walked through hours where time felt heavy, where progress came dressed in disguise, and I mistook the slow pace for failure, but strength rarely enters loudly. It settles in your bones quietly like a new foundation being poured under everything you once doubted. There were nights I held my breath through storms that never announced their names, moments where holding myself together felt like its own battle. But every scar taught me a rhythm of surviving, a rhythm of returning, a rhythm of rebuilding myself from the pieces life tried to scatter. I learned that resilience isn't lightning, it's endurance, it's the refusal to surrender. Even when the world makes quitting sound reasonable, and the more I listened to that inner echo, the more I felt something shift in the architecture of my spirit. Strength doesn't come from standing tall, it comes from standing up again. And every time I rise, even shakily, I feel the ground beneath me change. Stronger, stronger, stronger every day. Stronger every day, feel the shadows pull away. Stronger every day, watch your fear begin to fade. Stronger every day, breaking limits you once made. Stronger, stronger every day. This is how your new life takes shape. Stronger every day, nothing stays the same. Stronger every day, rewrite the meaning of your pain. Stronger, stronger every day. You rise because you choose to change. The road ahead isn't smooth, growth never promised comfort. It promised transformation, and transformation requires friction. Every challenge I once feared became a stepping stone. Once I stopped running from myself, I've stumbled on past one more breath became victory. People talk about strength as if it appears all at once, but strength is built in seconds and failures in the quiet again. You whisper when no one sees you breaking, and somewhere in that process you become the person your excuses told you you'd never be. Every inch forward rewrites the story, every effort sharpens the edge of your resolve, and before you notice the shift, you're carrying a weight that used to crush you. Stronger every day, let your heartbeat lead the way. Stronger every day, rise through the disarray. Stronger every day, turn your weakness into blaze. Stronger, stronger every day, your fire grows with every phase. Stronger every day, push the horizon further still. Stronger every day, bend the world to match your will. Stronger, stronger every day, this is how your purpose is fulfilled. When the night stretches long and your breath trembles in your chest, remember this: strength is not the absence of struggle, it's the courage to continue through it. There will be days your confidence wavers, days your heart feels heavy, days your progress feels invisible. But every unseen effort builds a future you can't yet recognize. The cracks you fear in yourself are the places where the light learns how to enter. Stand in the tension, trust the climb. Your growth is already happening. You're just too close to see it fully, but soon you'll look back and realize the distance you've crossed without noticing. Stronger every day, hear your courage start to roar. Stronger every day, breaking ceilings, finding more. Stronger every day, feel your spirit take the floor. Stronger, stronger every day, this is what your heart was made for. Stronger every day, beyond the doubt you knew. Stronger every day, watch the old you come unglued. Stronger, stronger every day, the world shifts because of you. So I keep moving, with faith in the unfinished, with hope in the unseen, with strength that grows quietly under every challenge. I won't rush the process, but I won't hide from it either. And when tomorrow comes, I'll meet it with the same truth that carried me through today. I am stronger every day, and this story is only beginning. The night is quiet when I step outside, a slow breath warming in the cool air. The street feels open, almost familiar, like it's waiting for me to take the first move. My feet touch the pavement in a steady rhythm, not rushed, not dramatic, just steady. The city hums in the background, soft and distant, and I settle in a pace that feels honest. There's a comfort in the repetition, a simple pattern of inhale and exhale. The weight step reminds me I'm still here, still trying, still moving forward. I'm not running to escape anything tonight, I'm running to reconnect with the part of me that listens, the part that doesn't need noise to feel alive. The wind brushes past my shoulders as if leaning in to keep me company. Nothing loud, nothing heavy, just a quiet reminder that I'm not alone out here. The city lights flicker like small conversations, soft enough not to distract, bright enough to guide me through the stretch of road where my thoughts start to untangle. I let the tension drain from my jaw, drop my shoulders a little, feel my stride fall into a smoother pattern. The night responds by opening up, giving me a little more space to breathe. There's a point in every run where the body starts to negotiate, where the legs feel a little heavier and the air feels a little thinner. I hit that point sooner than I expected, but it doesn't bother me, it's part of the process. A reminder that effort is what makes this real. I breathe through it, letting the discomfort move without taking control. It sharpens my focus instead of breaking it. I settle deeper into the rhythm, trusting that momentum will carry me. The night around me shifts from something I run through to something that runs with me. The road feels lighter, the air calmer, and I feel a small lift in my chest, like something is starting to click. My heartbeat steadies into a firm pulse, not frantic, reliable. The kind of rhythm that lets you know you're capable of more than the noise you deal with during the day. And somewhere in that steady pace, the thoughts that usually crowd my mind start drifting to the edges. What remains is the clarity that only shows up when everything else gets quiet. I'm not chasing perfection tonight, I'm chasing presence, the feeling of being fully aware of each step, each breath, each small victory that goes unnoticed by anyone who isn't inside this moment. The run grows deeper, more grounded, as if I'm sinking with something larger than myself. Not mystical, just real. Real enough to remind me how good it feels to try, even when I'm tired. My legs burn a bit as the pace increases naturally. No push, no dramatic surge, just a subtle decision to meet the night halfway. I hold that pace, feeling the heat rise through my core, feeling the honesty of the effort, feeling myself open up to whatever this run is turning into. There's a stretch of road ahead that feels like a clean slate. No weight from the day, no leftover frustration. Just room to move, room to grow, room to be someone trying again. I find myself leaning forward a little, letting the ground roll under me as my stride smooths out and my breathing falls into a deeper rhythm. This is where running becomes something else, where effort turns into calm, where the body stops arguing and starts cooperating. The runner's high doesn't hit all at once. It arrives slowly like a thought you almost missed. A quiet shift, a gentle lift, a moment where everything aligns, just enough to feel weightless. I take that feeling and stretch it, let it guide the pace, let it fill the space between each step without trying to hold on to it too tightly. The finish isn't near, but I don't need it to be. What matters is the movement, the continuation, the fact that I'm still here doing something that makes me stronger. One stride at a time, and when the road finally narrows ahead and the night draws a line for me to reach, I don't sprint blindly, I ease into a faster pace that feels earned. Honest, real. The last stretch meets me with a quiet surge, not overwhelming, just enough to remind me that there's always more left in the tank than I think. When I cross whatever imaginary line marks the end of this run, I slow down gradually, letting the momentum fade without losing the stillness I found. My breath steadies, my thoughts settle, and the night feels softer now that I've moved through it. I take one last deep breath and let the quiet hold me for a moment. Not in triumph, but in gratitude for the run, for the effort, for the reminder that moving forward is always worth it.